Hello goddesses, and welcome back to another video. On today's video, I'm going to be using the new Goddess liner from BH Cosmetic and the Doja Cat collaboration. I love the way this performs. I mean, I wore it all day at the pumpkin patch, all night, and it didn't smudge, it didn't move, and I will be showing you guys today how to use this liner and how to achieve this eye look with this liner. Before we do so, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can become a part of the Goddess family. I love you guys, and let's hop right into it. So as you guys can tell, I have my base face makeup on. So I have like my concealer, my foundation, blush, all of that. I do have my baking powder still underneath my eyes. I have not wiped it away yet. And the reason I do this is because if there's any mistakes made in this process, it's easier to wipe it off with the baking powder being a barrier. So it's not going directly on my skin. I can wipe it off easier with the baking powder. It's kind of like a barrier between the skin and whatever fallout of shadow or any mistakes that might be made. Just makes it a lot easier because you're not gonna have to like wipe off your whole face of makeup and then restart. You're just gonna wipe off that first layer of translucent, and then you can apply another layer if you're having to redo it, etc. This is the powder that I use. I talk about this powder quite often. This is my favorite by far. This is the Airspin one, and this is actually the translucent extra coverage. So let's go ahead and get right into it. I am going to be using an eyeshadow color. It's going to be in the color black. Now you can use any shadow color if you want to like change up this eye look. So say you want to do like a green eyeliner or a purple eyeliner, which they do have in the Doja Cat collection. If you want to do that, then I would use like green or purple shadows as a base. And this just makes your life so much easier when you use it as a base because it's kind of an outline for your liner. So if you're not the best at eyeliner, then I say using this like little grid with the shadows is so much better. And again, for like mistake purposes, you know how like the translucent powder you could just wipe off. It's so much easier to redo shadows than it is to redo like a liquid liner. Plus I like the effect that it gives. It gives me more of a smoked out look whenever I do my eye makeup with this one step before I start doing the liner. First, I'm going to show you what I'm going to be using. So this is the BH Cosmetics eyeliner brush from the Doja Cat Metamorphosis collection, and I did do a full-on review video of this collection, and I didn't test this one out yet because I wanted to show you guys for this particular video. I'm also going to be using just this Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow palette. You can use any eyeshadow palette based on whatever color you're wanting, but I just had this one on my vanity, so this is why I'm using it. I'm going to be using the shade BK to do this look because I am going to do the traditional black liner look, just like I did in the Princess Jasmine look. If you guys want to see my little whole new world performance, it is up on my channel. Moving on, we are going to go in again with that shade BK. Let me slow down right here. First and foremost, what I want you guys to do if you guys are going to do any type of liner is I want you to look in the mirror and actually look at your eyes. So this is something that I didn't learn until later on in life, and I wish I would have known it, but hey, we know it now. So I have hooded eyes. What that means is my eyelid shows up differently. And so the way I do eyeliner is going to be slightly a little different than a majority of people who don't obviously have hooded eyes. So we have to work based on your particular eye shape. So when you look in the mirror, I want you to look at the curves of your eyes. Where does it curve? Where does it extend out? So for me, if you guys can see, my duck is actually not straight across. It goes down slightly. So you guys can see that. The way my tear duct is it actually goes down in a downward motion, which is actually really cool. I really love my eyes, but a lot of makeup artists, theirs goes, instead of slightly turning downward, it goes straight across. So when they do their eyeliner, they're putting it straight across right here, which is what I used to try to do because I tried to mimic what I saw online, and it never worked out. It always just looked like poo-poo. Like it looked horrible. I'm just being serious. Also, when I try to do like liner that I also saw online, it would like cover my whole eye and it just looked really bad and it made my eyes look not cute. So this is a very, very crucial, important step. That's why I stopped everything. I was like, you guys need to really pay attention to your eye shape. So we're gonna go ahead and go in and get real up close and personal so you guys can see. I'm gonna do this eye first, and I'm just taking that tear duct. You see that right there? And I'm using the end part as a little just base. So it goes down, and then I like to connect it across, okay, just like that. So for me, for my eye set, I like to really just emphasize this little tear duct right here area. Now you can also mimic this and play around with it for whatever makes your eyes pop. And I think makeup in general is just a lot of trial and error and learning and figuring out what works good for your face, honestly, at the end of the day. Moving on, I'm gonna go ahead and remember, keep my eye open. And I'm just using this as like a grid base. Now, obviously you're gonna get some creasing because you know your eye was open, but at least you have like a base. And again, this is not perfect yet because whenever we get the actual liner, it's gonna like go over it, not completely over it. So we're gonna go over the parts that I really want to emphasize, like make a little darker. And so once it does that, it's gonna make everything else just really pop. So I'm gonna go ahead and continue. So I made that line and I like to look down so my eye is somewhat closed still and open at the same time. So I like to look down and then really fill in that area. Once I do that, I like to get just a little bit of liner and I like to just pack it in. I really want to show you guys, I just pack it. I do not like to make another line, again, because the hooded eyes, if you make the line too big, it's gonna just throw off the rest of the look. You're not gonna see any eyelid space. So I like to just slowly pack it down to the waterline. That's what I do. And that's why I think brushes like this are great because they're small enough that really that's all there is. I'm gonna also just smoke out this bottom lash with any remainder product that I have. I don't want to smoke it out too much. I just want to smoke it out just a little. Now I'm going to be going in with the Doja Cat Goddess eyeliner. I really love this liner. The packaging is obviously stunning, but the reason I love this liner is the felt tip is actually really precise and really nice, especially for this iconic cat eye look that Princess Jasmine has. And I was really pleasantly surprised whenever I did use it this weekend because I used it twice. I dressed up twice this weekend and each time it gave me just a really good effect. Now it dries pretty quickly. I want to say it dries within 30 to 60 seconds, under a minute. So you don't have a lot of time to really play around with the liner, as far as fixing a mistake, because it does dry down really quickly. So keep that in mind whenever you are using this. But the tip is so nice and precise, and I'm going to show you guys why this is so crucial whenever you are applying this particular type of eyeliner. I'm going to look down with keeping my eyelid pretty much open, and I'm just gonna go over again what I did. But what I'm doing is I'm not going over the whole entire process. I'm just going over the parts that I want to emphasize, the parts I want to make a little darker. So the end corner right here is what I'll be doing, and then this corner right here. So this is what it looks like. I know it looks really crazy right now. Trust me, I get it. But now I'm gonna go ahead and go in with just a flathead brush, like this one right here. Again, this is also from the Doja Cat BH Cosmetics Metamorphosis collection. I'm gonna go in with the shade 1988 from this Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. It is a darker chocolatey shade, so you can just use any darker shade that you want. Again, it's gonna just vary based on the color you wanna bring out to your eyes. I could even possibly use a pink shade, which actually I might do. Let me try to use a pink shade, actually. I'm gonna use this Rexy pink shade, and it is a pink glitter shade, but I'm just gonna use that right here at the end. And the reason I'm using this one instead of that first brown one that I was gonna show you guys is I just really wanna show you that with this look, you can smoke it out and make it your own. It doesn't have to be the traditional look. But I'm not gonna do this color all over my whole entire eye. I just wanna emphasize certain areas with whatever color I'm using. And I am wearing pink today, so I feel like pink would go. It works with the look. So now I'm adding the mascara. With this look, I love to do bottom lashes. I emphasize the bottom lashes so much whenever I do this look, just because I feel like it just gives that extra little bit of extraness. And I am gonna be adding false lashes because I feel like whenever you do a cat eye, it's just appropriate to have those false lashes on. We're gonna go ahead and go in with these lashes. I'm gonna be using the Salon Perfect Pre-Permed push-up lashes, These are loose curl lashes. These are great for people with hooded eyes because it really does open your eye. So that brings us to the end of today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this little breakdown on how exactly I achieve this cat eye look using the Doja Cat and BH Cosmetic Goddess Eyeliner. As always, I love you guys. Stay blessed, and I'll see you on my next one.